When you think of nightlife in Japan, you might imagine neon lights, karaoke, and bustling izakayas. But there's another world that's far more mysterious: host clubs. On the surface, they look incredibly glamorous. Handsome young men in sharp suits, champagne bottles popping, and VIP treatment for every guest. It's a world of fantasy. But what's the truth behind all that glitter? Today, we're diving deep inside Japan's host clubs to uncover the complex realities that lie beyond the glamour. Stick around, because what we found is fascinating. First, let's get the basics straight. What exactly is a host club? It's a type of nightlife establishment where customers, who are predominantly women, pay for the company, conversation, and undivided attention of male hosts. Think of it this way: you're not just buying a drink. The main product here isn't the alcohol, it's the experience. It's the feeling of being treated like royalty, being entertained, and having someone listen intently to everything you have to say. The heart of Japan's host club scene is Kabukicho in Shinjuku, Tokyo. This district glows with the signs of countless clubs, but you'll also find these venues in other major cities like Osaka, Nagoya, and Sapporo, each with its own unique flavor and style. It's a cornerstone of Japan's nightlife culture, yet it remains shrouded in mystery for many. Now, let's talk about the side everyone sees first: the glamour. From the moment you step inside, a host club sparkles with an almost blinding sense of luxury. The VIP treatment is immediate. Customers are welcomed like queens, with hosts bowing and leading them to plush, comfortable seats. It's an instant escape into a world where you are the center of attention. Then there's the fashion and style. Hosts are meticulous about their appearance. They don designer suits, sport perfectly coiffed, often flamboyant hairstyles, and carry themselves with the confidence of idols or movie stars. The aesthetic is a huge part of the appeal. Every night inside a host club feels like a spectacular performance. It's not just quiet conversation. There are grand gestures like champagne calls, where all the hosts gather to celebrate a customer's purchase with a song and a dance. The pinnacle of this is the Champagne Tower, a shimmering pyramid of glasses filled from the top, symbolizing extravagance and celebration. All the energy and attention in the room are focused solely on making the guest feel special. For the hosts themselves, success brings its own kind of glamour. Top hosts can become legitimate celebrities. They appear in magazines dedicated to the industry, make guest appearances on TV shows, and build massive followings on social media. Their faces are often plastered on giant billboards in districts like Kabukicho. It's easy to see why so many people are drawn into this world. It looks like a dazzling reality of fame, excitement, and pure fantasy. But behind that sparkling curtain, the reality of life in a host club is far more complex and often much darker. Let's peel back the layers. First, the hours are grueling. Hosts typically work from late evening until the sun comes up, often followed by after parties or meetings. They sleep during the day, living a nocturnal life that can be incredibly isolating and physically exhausting. Then there's the immense pressure to sell. A host's income is almost entirely commission-based, directly tied to how much their clients spend on drinks, particularly expensive bottles of champagne. This creates an environment of intense, sometimes ruthless competition between hosts. Everyone is hustling to become number one. This financial pressure leads to one of the biggest hidden problems: debt and financial traps. To keep visiting their favorite host and maintain their status as a good client, some customers accumulate huge debts, sometimes borrowing money just to afford another night out. But it's not just the clients. Hosts themselves can get caught in a cycle of debt. They're expected to maintain a lavish lifestyle, designer clothes, expensive accessories, and upscale apartments to keep up their glamorous image. This self-investment can lead them into serious financial trouble, creating a high-stakes world where one bad month could be devastating. Beyond the financial strain, there's a significant emotional toll. The job requires building what are essentially paid-for relationships night after night. Hosts have to be charming, empathetic, and romantic on demand, regardless of how they truly feel. They become actors, playing a carefully constructed role that may have very little to do with their real personalities. This constant performance of emotion, of faking intimacy, can be incredibly draining and lead to burnout, loneliness, and a blurred sense of self. Finally, there's the stigma. While they are a visible part of nightlife districts, host clubs are still looked down upon in mainstream Japanese society. Many hosts hide their profession from their families and friends back home, living a double life filled with secrecy and the fear of being judged. So, with all these challenges, why do customers keep coming back? What makes the experience worth the often staggering price tag? For many, it boils down to one word: escape. Host clubs offer a sanctuary from the stresses and mundanity of daily life. In a society that often values emotional restraint and conformity, these clubs provide a space where women can be openly doted on, praised, and made to feel like the most important person in the world. It's a level of attention and validation that they might not receive in their jobs, relationships, or daily interactions. It's also about connection. In a world that can feel increasingly isolating, host clubs offer a form of companionship. The conversations, the shared jokes, the feeling of having someone listen without judgment. It creates a powerful bond, even if it's a transactional one. For some, it's about rebuilding self-confidence. For others, it's simply about having fun in a highly theatrical, entertaining environment. It's important to understand that it's not always about a search for romance. It's about a human need for connection, recognition, and a brief, intoxicating moment of fantasy, even if that connection comes at a very high price. In the end, Japan's host clubs are a fascinating paradox. They are both glamorous and controversial, shining with champagne, high fashion, and thrilling excitement, while simultaneously hiding stories of long hours, crippling debt, and deep emotional struggles. They represent something bigger about modern society, not just in Japan, but globally, the constant tension between appearances and reality, between the fantasy we crave and the everyday lives we lead. These clubs are a microcosm where desires, ambitions, and vulnerabilities all play out under the neon lights. So, what do you think? Are host clubs simply a unique form of entertainment, or do they reveal deeper, more uncomfortable truths about our modern world? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this inside look into Japanese culture, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.